What's going on? Y'all know what the business is. Goodfellas Sports TV. We back doing what we do. Final thoughts. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. If you ain't never checked out one of our final thought videos, it's the last couple thoughts we got on the fight and the reaction to the weigh-in. And today they weighed in. Fury stepped on the scale first. I think it was 256.5. And then I think Wilder was 212. So a 44-pound weight difference. And when Fury heard Wilder was 212, he got like excited. You know what I'm saying? He got excited. Real excited. Sorry, Miles. Want to be hard-headed. He got real excited, man. He started jumping up and down. And Fury still looked soft. Obviously, we know. He was like 245, and Freddie said he was gonna come in a little bit more heavier than usual. Heavier than 245, excuse me. They got to 256. Still like the love handles, like us big fellas got, but he made a lot of improvement dropping the weight. Wilder came in at 212. I was shocked because last time he came in around that with Ortiz, they said he got a sickness. But I'm going to tell you why I believe that's a good thing, or why they came in at 212, okay? Wilder is naturally strong like them Alabama brothers did. I stayed down in Alabama for a minute. Montgomery, Birmingham, all through there, okay? I believe they came in at 212 to be faster than Fury. That's what it's about. Speed and quickness, okay? And Fury being heavier, he ain't faster than Deontay Wilder. People say he fast, he quick. He fast and quick for some of the UK guys. But for the American guys, like when Steve cut at him, put him down with that overhand right, he ain't fast like that. He crafty. You know what I'm saying? He like the old basketball YMCA saying, he like crafty. Watching like an old head that's just real crafty with the rock, like Paul Pierce, and just know how to get his shot off. That's kind of Fury. He's crafty. He ain't fast. He ain't slick. But Fury, he gets you a lot of feints. He sets you up, and he throws combinations. He don't throw, the best punches. He slaps with punches just like Wilder do. He throws some windmills in there too. But it's about the speed, man. But the weight, looking at both of them, Wilder looked regular. You know what I'm saying? They both came in some type of burgundy brown tracksuits on. Wilder had like a bathrobe on, like he was trying to get out the hotel to Ritz-Carlton and just rush to the weigh-in. He had this mask on. I thought it was a Bane mask from Batman, but it wasn't. And Fury had some type of little thing on, around his neck. My dog walking around, he's just doing too much. My daughter having a sleepover. I can't stand teenagers. But, hey, that is what it is. So I keep my dog up here. I don't like my dog knowing too many people. But, he got to stay. He got to have a little bit of thug killer to him. But at the same time, back to the topic of discussion, I think the speed is going to be a big problem. Make sure you check out our prediction video. I'll link it in the description on the prediction link. And I'll link the weigh-in in the description as well. But I think the speed is going to be a problem for Fury. I said that from day one. People talk about the power of Deontay Wilder. I think the speed. Why? Fury's fought nobody with the athletic ability of Wilder. Okay? Wilder ain't technical neither. Both of them unorthodox. People talk about Wilder in the windmill. Fury slaps with punches too. So that speed is going to be real key in this situation. Real key, man. And if Fury can adjust to the speed, establish a distance, control range, and fight the range he want to fight at, then it could be curtains for Deontay Wilder. He's going to be looking for a big right hand. You don't have to be the biggest puncher when you understand how to control range and fight at the distance you want to, control distance and fight at the range you want to. When you can control range and establish distance, you can do anything in boxing. You don't have to be the fastest, punch the hardest. He didn't punch the hardest, but Klitschko couldn't do nothing because he established a range. He got into a comfort zone. His feints kept Klitschko guessing, and Klitschko, for the most part, he never guessed with offense. He never let his hands go. And when you keep somebody guessing, you mentally inside their mind, and they scared to punch, then Fury got into a comfort zone. And if Wilder starts slow and Fury's able to establish a distance and a range he like to fight at, he can control that distance and fight at the range he chooses to fight at, and Wilder got to sit there and just sit there and be paralyzed like he did with Gerald Washington, then at that point, Wilder's going to have to go to the body. At that point, Wilder is going to have to go to the body, jab to the body, throw some body shots, stop Fury, or, a lot of people say, oh, Fury don't punch hard. But you know the thing about Fury is he's unorthodox. He's jerky. He's crafty, like I said. He control distance and he's smart. And if Wilder get caught and lost in the sauce of Tyson Fury hypnotizing him, and he look up, he might be down 8 rounds to nothing, 10 rounds to nothing, you know? And that easily can happen in this situation. Easily. So if Wilder don't start off fast like he did in the Stavern fight, and he usually start off slow, and Wilder can figure you out. You know what I'm saying? And I equate this to Wilder. You ever play like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, Soul Calibur, you know, Virtual Fighter? You just button mashing, just smashing buttons, you know, and then you just do a move, you do a special move you didn't think you can do. That's Wilder. I think sometimes Wilder just mashes buttons. It's an analogy. He just makes a great boxing move. And people say, what if Wilder can just consistently make great boxing moves? Then I think he'd be one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. But that's not the case. He consistently can't make great boxing moves. It's just something that he taps into from time to time. And it happens. But I think important for him, man, is to start off fast. Really, really fast. You know, and test Fury earlier. But the deeper the fight go, I think Fury going to lose focus. I think fatigue going to set in if Wilder can step up the pace. Now, if it's at Fury pace, it's at a sparring pace, then we could be looking at some trouble, you know, here. But as soon as Wilder feels like he can step up the pace of this fight, it's going to be a wrap, okay? When Wilder steps the pace up of this fight and start throwing and start letting his speed take over, because that's why he came in lighter about the speed. Tyson Fury is not going to be able to adjust to the speed of Wilder, okay? He ain't. That's just the fact of the matter is he's not going to be able to adjust to that guy's speed. You know, and that's the problem. That's going to be a big, big problem is the speed. And if Wilder come in like he did with Stavern and really press Fury and let his hands go, you know, and don't respect Fury punching power just off the rip and steps the pace up fast, and even if Fury does survive, okay, the next round he steps the pace up, Fury going to be winded. There's nothing that you can do to mimic real athletics. You can train all you want to in the offseason for American football. Trust me, I played it on plenty levels. You know, anything I do, lift weights is only hardening my body, and running miles is only conditioning me to get ready to play the sport. But until I start hitting and get into the game speed and go to training camp and exchange blows, then I ain't gonna be in that type of shape. Same thing for basketball. You can run all day and you still won't be prepared for that. And same thing for boxing. You can spar. You see guys say I spar 15, 20 rounds and gas out in the 8th, 7th, 8th, 9th round in a fight. Interchangeable sparring partners as well too. There's no substitute for elite level sport competition athletics. And there's no substitute for boxing. Boxing might be the king of conditioning for sports. 3-minute rounds, 1-minute rest. You know? It ain't even full 1 minute. By the time sometimes you sit to your stool, you got 50 seconds, 45 seconds. And I just don't believe that he's going to be able to fight when Deontay Wilder steps up the pace. And I don't believe he's going to be able to handle the speed. And we ain't even got to the power. We talking about pace. We talking about pace, speed, you know, and power. That's tough. That's tough. That's really tough. And that's a lot to ask of this guy. You know, and I salute him for taking the fight because he's standing up for his country. He's standing up for AJ because AJ was scared to step up and handle his business, partner. You know, he over there sit. When he go to the bathroom, he sit. You know, he sit when he pee. He looking bad. Most people can continue to argue for him, but at the end of the day, he looking bad. He looking like a bum. You know, I'm not going to stay up. It's past my bedtime. You know, me and Eddie got a lot of work to put in. It's past my bedtime. You know, for the fight, he can stay up for the fight, knowing he gonna watch this fight. You know, and it's pathetic that he just played a role because in all actuality, this could be him fighting. You know, this could be a huge, bigger event than what it is. This could be him, you know, saying that he's great. But remember, Barry Hearn did the same thing with Chris Eubanks. You know, Chris Eubanks never came over for Michael Nunn or Roy Jones or none of the other guys. He never did. Bernard Hopkins. He never was allowed to come over here and play with the other American fighters. Everybody he fought was Nigel Benn, Steve Collins, and a whole bunch of everybody in the UK. He never was allowed to come over here in his prime and when it mattered and fight. He never was allowed to do that. Doing the same thing with Eddie Hearn, man. I got an interview with Frank Warren saying the same thing. He said Barry Hearn did the same thing with Eubanks. So I don't expect to see that fight, and I don't expect to say who the winner of this fight is the real title holder. We got 2 title holders, okay? Either after Saturday's going to be Deontay Wilder retaining his WBC title or Tyson Fury retaining his WBC title, okay? All right? And then we got AJ that holds 3 titles. That's just the fact of the matter of it is. Okay? Until we have one face, one name, Wilder, Fury, or Anthony Joshua, whoever else, Dillian White, whoever else, there is no champion. In sports, in all sports, you have one champion. It's not several different champions. All these dudes is title holders until it's established a lineal undisputed champion, or just a lineal champion in some cases. In this division, until somebody holds all 4 belts between AJ, Fury, and Wilder, then there's nobody a champion. Everybody is title holders. You can't call yourself a champion, until you fight the best and beat the best. And that's my opinion. My breakdown prediction video is in the description. The weigh-in link is in the description as well. All will be linked in there and marked so you know exactly what they are. Don't forget, we on Facebook. We on Twitter. Also, you want to make a donation to the channel, that link's there as well. You can email me. You can add me at Twitter or DM me on Facebook. If you got a question or business inquiry, sponsorship, or you want to just link up and just chop it up. Also, we got a Facebook group. You can always email me as well, too. And in my prediction video, you can check it out, and you see exactly who I pick, So I won't tell you who I'm picking for this fight. Well, obviously, you should already know who I'm picking, but check the breakdown prediction video. Appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell icon. Won't miss another video from your boy. Y'all know the business is one time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. We do more than boxing, a little bit MMA, NBA, college sports, NFL, music, entertainment. We do everything here, man. So something for everybody. We do live streams, so make sure you hit the bell icon. Miss another video. At least that's what the that button for YouTube is supposed to do. This doesn't always work, but we active, man. And I guess you'll really enjoy the channel if you're not sensitive. I don't favor any fighters. I don't favor anybody. I try to call it straight down the middle most of the time. And I just try to keep it straight. So salute to all my brothers and sisters out there. We gone.